January 16, 2021. Short-term memory issues and Lowe's lose cubs. Yesterday, the thing that brought me to write about my health was how forgetful I am becoming, especially about short-term issues. I don't even remember what it was that made me think to do that, but I had checked the memory hashtag for the entry and then said nothing about it. This morning, I woke up thinking about recording today my first memory of remote viewing, I think, and as always, got up, took my watch and phone off their chargers and carried them and my night guard case to the bathroom. I peed, blew my nose, walked back to the sink, and was surprised to see my watch. I wondered if I had left it there from the night before. It's fully charged, and it wasn't last night, so clearly I had walked it from the bedroom to the bathroom and then forgot. Sheesh. There is no way I should be working around tigers. Later in the day, I sent this to our partners Brian and Adam at Think Factory. We may have a filming opportunity window that would interest you, and I'm going to call this woman X because she's still helpful, I think. X first came to me in 2015 with news of abuse by Bill Meadows of tiger cubs. He claims to have stopped doing cub petting, but she says he hasn't. Today's call was about Fraser Farms in Tennessee, and to a lesser degree Tiger Haven, also in Tennessee. She's cultivated a good relationship with Captain Walter Cook at the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, who says he will let her come in and see everything they have on Fraser Farms, because there is no ongoing investigation, as there is, she says, with Tiger Haven, and so he can release to her everything they have on Fraser Farms. He wants to retire, so that window could close soon. And then this was an email I sent to people at Think Factory. She is contacting you directly, and I gave her contact information. She claims to be the investigator who has been working for the Tim Harrison Outreach for Animals and Nat Geo's Sharon Guinup in pulling records for imports, exports, etc. She is okay with being filmed and will ask Captain Cook if he will allow it in their office and perhaps speak with you on film. She claims he's proud of cleaning up Tennessee and thinks that he sees Mary Lynn Haven's Tiger Haven and Fraser Farms as a black spot on his record. She says he wants them gone, or at least more tightly regulated by USDA. She says everyone in the exotic animal industry knows that if you want to disappear an animal, you should contact the Schaefers from the Tim Stark, Jeff Lowe, Bill Meadow crowd, or the Frasers. Michael, Crystal, and Daryl Fraser own the Smoky Mountain Alternative Live Auction and the Espresso Animal Auction. She says it's common knowledge that people buying and selling at these auctions often forge their permit documentation to possess wild animals because no one is keeping tabs on them. She believes that the info that TWRA has will show that to be the case. She lives in Michigan and is willing to drive to Tennessee to spend a couple of days going through the records, but she needs someone to cover travel costs. I've asked her to make sure Captain Cook is on board with a film crew covering this meeting, and would assume you guys want to go film it. She says he's less likely to talk openly about Tiger Haven because she says there is an ongoing investigation that includes the feds, but you might be able to get him to talk about it in general, if not specific terms. I told her you are people we are working with to produce a show, but that we aren't sure this fork away from our top 10 list would warrant filming. Of course, I did not share who is buying the show or any more detail than we are just filming with people we trust because they are giving us input as to the final product so that we can protect info she needs protected. She's a bit of a loose cannon, but her heart is in the right place. She also claims to have a good relationship with the sheriff of Love County. Jeff Lowe is in Thackerville, and she says she thinks he will be inclined to help everyone remove the Lowes and their animals from his jurisdiction, not so much because of his ethics, but because it is such a hot potato for him. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.